What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Trash Big Thursday. So today we're going to be going into an untouched set. I believe that this is one of the most untouched sets in the game of Pokemon, still relatively well priced in comparison to a lot of the modern sets coming out. So take a deep dive with us. Let's see what we got going on, because this is an untapped gold mine in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but come check this out. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Trash Big Thursday. So today we're going to get into a set that has a lot of potential and is currently in the beginnings of what I believe to be an absolute grab value for your price. So we're going to be talking about today is Scarlet Violet Base Set. This is one of the most underrated sets to get cards from in the current Pokemon realm because it is so cheap in relative to other cards. For example, you have a market price of $156 for a booster box when you have Surging Sparks and all of the new sets going for well over $200. So this is an absolute value grab in regards to getting 36 packs and the potential to get some awesome quality cards. Now, the top set in this is the Drowsy, but when you look at this Drowsy, you can see that it is on the absolute rise. It is a 491% price spike in the last couple of weeks. And so what you want to look at is that, and overall, like, what is this potential? So this very well has potential to be the next, for example, like Bubble Mew or Gengar from Fusion Strike, or one of those other really popular cards as this goes up in price, because the PSA 10 is also going up in price. Now, the PSA 10 does have a low population of about 300, and so if you can get one of these in a PSA 10, you absolutely are going to be sitting on a very good value grab for its price. Now, one of the other things that you want to look at, though, is that its market price is only $82 in comparison to most of the chase hits from the Scarlet Violet era are well over $100 into the $200 range, and that is a pretty consistent price as they continue to trend upward. So this is very much on that undervalued side. Now, you do have some other special illustration rares. You have the Gardevoir EX, which has a market price of only $55. And then you have the Miriam, which is at a market price of $32. And then you have other illustration rares that, like the Riolu, the Curlia, and the Ralts, that are relatively well market priced. So if you're looking at something to grab in regard to a great value, and even if you wanted to grab something that's great value under that $20 range, you still have that Corydon or even that Miradon is that special illustration rare, and its market price is $22. So when you look at these cards, go in here, and you can see these cards have actually stabilized in price for the time being. So these are very well rounded in regards to their price point. And so you could probably grab one of these on the low for about $20 if you're at a show or you see something that is at a local card store. Like I said, for the overall quantity of product that you're getting for the 36 packs and the Scarlet Violet base set, now mind you that the price is going up because that price of the Drowsy is going up, and that is the chase in the set. But again, this is like one of those untapped value potentials. Now, when I say untapped value potential, what you have to keep in mind is that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just me looking at this collection from a personal collection standpoint and saying, what cards would I want to add to my personal collection that is going to help my collection increase in value over time, that's well price pointed and well rounded. And this is one of those things that I believe is that hot grab. So you have that, and then also keep in mind that when you go to your eBay, and just to kind of got to show you what we're talking about. Drowsy 210, PSA 10. Then we're going to go, of course, to your sold and completed listings. And I mean, PSA 10, $840, $869, absolute value for an $80 card. So if you think about it, you multiply your value in a PSA 10 for 800%. This says PSA 10 material, and this is a raw card that sold for $520. So insane value. This one sold for $139. So again, awesome value on the near mint. And the reason that this is because there are not as good quality control in that Scarlet Violet base set era. So these cards in the 10 are going to be harder to come by. But again, absolute value grab at that $82 market price when you see what their PSA 10 is selling for. So absolute gem. Now, if you guys aren't aware of some current upticks, I am going to bring this to your attention. right? So you have the Gengar VMAX that is now like pushing close to $1,400. And again, this is just something that I didn't realize was a thing, and it now is. And the Gengar has stabilized in Fusion Strike on TCG Player. So what I mean by stabilizes, that's kind of evened out at that market price. So, it's not on that uptrend anymore. It's kind of like stabilizing in the market at about $730, which is fine. You want to see that stabilization. But I mean, comparatively, at 1125, this was selling for 389. So this is kind of matching that uptick in that graded realm. And there's a good possibility that we're going to see that prior trend up with that Drowsy, right? So that's what we're looking for, is that prior trend up. So we're on that uptrend right now with that Gengar had with that Drowsy. And again, another great example that we've been using on this channel a lot is just the Bubble Mew, right? So we had that massive uptrend, and now we kind of see that market stabilization at $300 raw. And I mean, we did see listings upwards of $400. So again, it's just to stabilize that card and see how it goes. But that is what we were looking at. Again, the Scarlet Violet base set, in our opinion, is something that is completely, and again, this is not, we're not financial advisors, we're not anything like that. But if you look at, for example, Surging Sparks, right? Your booster box for Surging Sparks is $252. Now, given that your chases, which is the Pikachu and the Latias, are much more expensive than Drowsy, overall quantity of cards, you're still getting that 36-pack booster box, or not, I can't spell, for that 150 price point. So again, yes, the price point is on the uptrend, but you still have that value where you're getting the 36 packs. And so if you're a young collector starting to get into the game and you want to buy something that isn't too expensive, but you can still get some really good hits, really pretty cards at not that high of a price point, this is the place to do it, in our opinion. Again, we're not financial advisors. This is just us looking at getting into collecting at a young collector's age. What would be a good booster box to get into in the current market realm, since everything is going up in price across the board and product is substantially harder to find in person. I hope this video was informative. Thank you so much. And again, we look forward to bringing you some more content on Trash Bag Thursdays. Deuces, y'all. It was going on, everybody. So thank you so much for checking out our video on Scarlet Violet base set and our little deep dive into the updated trends and market for the Gengar and the Mew, and kind of seeing that market stabilization of those cards. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. And we are on our road to monetization and getting to that 3,000 watch hours. And I couldn't do it without you guys. I just want to say thank you so much and hope everybody has a wonderful day. Deuces, y'all.